Hello and welcome to the news button. In today's news analysis, we shall shed light upon the International Criminal Court issuing an arrest warrant for the Russian President Vladimir Putin over alleged war crimes following a dramatic move by the ICC. Moscow has outrightly denied the allegations of war crimes in the Ukraine war. The Kremlin has dubbed the arrest warrant as outrageous and legally void since Moscow doesn't recognize ICC's jurisdiction. Maria Zakharova, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, said the decisions of the International Criminal Court have no meaning for our country, since Russia is not a party to the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court and bears no obligations under it. But the moot question is, can they arrest Putin and put him on trial? And if he's arrested, what would happen to him and to his country? Before going deep into it, let's examine the charges levied against the Russian president. The ICC issued an arrest warrant against Putin on suspicion of unlawful deportation of children and unlawful transfer of people from the territory of Ukraine to the Russian Federation. Along with the warrant against Putin, another warrant was also issued against Maria Alexeyevna Lviva Belova, Russia's Commissioner for Children's Rights, on similar allegations. The legal move will now obligate the court's 123-member signatory countries to arrest Putin and transfer him to The Hague to face trial if he ever sets foot on their territory. But could Putin be arrested? Well, the arrest warrant, which is seen as a dramatic move by the ICC prosecutor, will end in a whimper as long as Putin remains in power. The same also applies to Mrs. Lvova Belova. Let's not forget that the ICC has no police force of its own. The legal body relies on states to cooperate with it. However, the International Criminal Court has no powers to arrest the suspected, as Russia is not a signatory to the treaty called the Rome Statute, which set up the court. This makes any extradition of any suspects almost impossible, except, of course, if the suspects are handed over to The Hague by a signatory state while on a visit to that country. Again, even if Putin loses power, he can't be extradited without a constitutional amendment, because the Russian constitution forbids the extradition of any Russian citizen to a foreign country. So folks, nothing much is going to happen in the short term to neither Putin nor his associates. Nevertheless, this would be the beginning of the West's move to restrain Putin's movement internationally. Along with his foreign minister, Putin too impresses upon anti-US powers like China, Syria, and Iran, and many other countries. So it would jeopardize his overbearing presence in key diplomatic consulates and summits. Second, the arrest warrant indicates that there is a possibility of criminal charges, something that Russia and Putin may laugh away at present. Probably the beginning of what the West believes might help them to fix Putin through ICC. But is it a meaningless gesture? Of course not. Every significant person in modern times, whosoever was targeted by the court, has ended up in facing trial. Diplomatically, it will obstruct prospects of negotiations involving Mr. Putin. The warrants obstructs any off-ramp Putin could use to end the war. Simply put, it's difficult to imagine how Putin would come to the negotiating table if at the end of it he was going to face trial. In a sense, it will further isolate Putin, and he will be left with no option but to double down on his determination to continue the war. Rather than deterring Putin, it will harden his will to pursue his objective. This would make far more problematic the efforts towards a diplomatic solution to end the war. In essence, the move by ICC is directed at preventing peace efforts and to influence the global south by compromising Putin's international grandstanding. This is a time when ideally all efforts should have been made to get him to the negotiating table to end the war. But unfortunately, the reverse is happening. And in all this, the prospects of a negotiable peace is the only casualty. So do you think the US and its allies will be able to get Putin? Tell us what you think in the comment section. If you like the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.